Coming up next, Bill tries a new Bosch bandsaw.
Kyle finds a new toy and PTR tests a pile of circular saws.
This is your Power Tool Weekend Review.
This episode is brought to you by Ohio Power Tool. Pro tools, pro service, all at the best prices at ohiopowertool.com.
And Ego, power beyond belief. Welcome back, Power Tool fans. I'm Rob.
And I'm Sarah. It is Friday, June 19th, 2020, and today we're going to do the Power Tool news and share some tool videos you won't want to miss. Let's get to it.
About a month ago, Clint from the Tool Review Zone introduced us all to a prototype tool from a new company called Reekon called the M1 Caliber. Well, this week they got it in the hands of several more reviewers and opened up their Kickstarter, and yeah, it's going pretty well. First, it showed up on Tools in Action, where the guys geeked out over this miter saw accessory that measures your cuts using a wheel and displays it on a large LCD screen. Like everyone else, they were sent a 3D printed prototype that still seemed pretty well built and, as promised, made it easy to quickly make your cuts. Then later this week, Kyle from RR Buildings gave us an in-depth demonstration of the device where he showed off some very precise and repeatable cuts, making the entire thing seem so effortless, I found myself wondering why this isn't already a feature of every miter saw. Then I remembered that features cost money. Anyways, the M1 Kickstarter launched on Tuesday with a goal of $10,000. As I record this, it's already over $200,000 with more than 1,700 backers. Not bad for 2 days. By the time you're watching this, it will no doubt be higher. They have hinted at 3 different stretch goals at $350,000, $600,000, and $1 million. Hopefully, they'll reach it. To get in line, we'll link to their Kickstarter below.
It's official, everyone! The nightmare is over!
What nightmare?
Well, the world is right again because the Aussies are back together. Has COVID turned all of our lives upside down? Sure, but it's all about to get a little bit better because Mike and Dwayne are back together. And they're bringing out the updated Makita 18-volt DKP 181 brushless planer. And as Mike said,
we've got an absolute cracker for you.
Sometimes I feel like you just like their videos because of their vernacular.
It's an absolute cracker.
Yeah, apparently so.
The boys immediately make note that the Makita planer that's being replaced is so good, they weren't sure why Makita would bother improving it, but they did. And this new one is just as good, but now benefits from the longer runtime and added power from the brushless motor, and the inclusion of AWS wireless connection system that makes it compatible with Makita's popular Bluetooth VAX. Why mess with a good thing? I guess it makes sense if you make it great. You can see the full review at Oz Tool Talk on YouTube.
Bosch has set out to prove that big things come in small packages, and Bill from the Sparky channel seems to agree. That is the Bosch 18-volt compact bandsaw that comes in at a tiny 7.3 pounds. During the demo, he easily is cutting 1-inch EMT, 2-inch ABS, and even 2-inch metallic rigid conduit, all with one hand. Do keep in mind, though, that this is Bill. He can do things you can't. He also loved how easy it is to change the blade, the great ergonomics, and the power it has thanks to the core 18-volt batteries. How well does this thing cut?
It's like butter.
There it is. Bill says that the 2.5-inch capacity makes it ideal for electrical work, but I'm sure you can find more uses for yourself. For the full review, head over to Sparky channel on YouTube.
So you want to buy a cordless circular saw, but you just can't seem to find that enormous, hyper-detailed, over-the-top comparison video packed with action shots, insightful commentary, and charts on charts? Well, don't worry, PTR has you covered. The Pro Tool Review crew is back at it again this week, this time bringing you another cordless circular saw comparo. Except this one goes to 11. That's right, they gathered 11 of the top battery-powered circular saws, including both sidewinders and worm drives, and put them through their usual battery of tests, and then separate the good from the great. If you're easily surprised by the results of power tool tests, then the results of this one will no doubt surprise you. For the full 13-minute review, head over to Pro Tool Reviews on YouTube.
It is time once again for some actual work with Mr. Robert Robillard. Hey there, Rob.
Hey, Rob, Sarah. How are you guys? I want to talk to you a little bit today about staging, pipe staging. The decision whether to buy it or rent it. So I have a theory, and I try to usually go by this with a lot of different things, but if you're renting staging and the cost to rent it is getting close to 50% of the cost to purchase it, then buy it. And the reason is once you own it, you can use it on multiple jobs. It'll pay for itself probably 2 to 3 or 4 jobs in. Plus, it gives you a stable platform to stand, work, set tools up, do all kinds of stuff. And you know, when you're working high, it's a lot safer and it's a lot more stable. Hope you guys have a great week. Take care.
Thanks again, Rob. Let's get our construction industry news with the Construction Junkie. Fast Brick Robotics is an Australian company that's been developing a block laying robot called Hadrian X. And this week they hit a new major milestone. 200 blocks per hour. That's right, this robot lays blocks to the tune of 200 per hour. Something they refer to as, quote, new lay speed record. I know many of you are expecting a joke here, but apparently I couldn't write one that Sarah would approve.
Nope.
This robot doesn't use any traditional brick or block, nor a standard mortar, but instead uses a block specifically made for this robot, and it uses an adhesive, they say, that can bond to blocks in only 45 minutes, and they also say it holds stronger and results in greater thermal and acoustic properties than traditional mortar does. Don't worry, Masons, this robot still isn't quite ready for prime time, but this new milestone suggests you might want to look into shifting careers into robotic maintenance and operation. For more information and all of your construction industry news, head over to constructionjunkie.com.
A quick stop at Instagram brings us over to Murray at Kruger Construction, who was showing off the new DeWalt cordless roofing nailer. And is this quick?
Yeah, that's really quick.
Our buddy Tebow is keeping his job site clean with the Ego Power Brush, pointing out how much easier it is to control the mess over the blower on the job site.
Matt of Matt Bangs Wood used a bit of Photoshopery to reveal his framing work in this brewery.
That does look awesome. And finally, Sarah of Tool Girl's Garage was using the new Cobalt XTR hammer drill to revamp her home's exterior. And she asked, how often do you guys use hammer drills? To answer that question for yourself, we'll link to all of these Instagram posts in the description below.
Just a reminder that Father's Day is this Sunday, and Ohio Power Tool is still running their Makita Father's Day sale until then.
All right, that's going to be it for us this week, guys. I want to thank Ego and Ohio Power Tool for sponsoring this episode. We appreciate it, guys. Be sure not to miss an episode of Make or Break tomorrow, where we finish up our M18 table saw workbench, which is pretty awesome and mostly done.
It's pretty awesome.
And of course, you can catch Sarah's new show, The Top 5 DIY, every week as well.
So don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss anything.
We'll see you next week.